Well, we're out here in the shop with Brandon, and he's got a Can-Am Renegade. This is actually the 1000. This particular quad right here is the one that Brandon has been racing all year. Did not race this one at the Mason-Dixon. Brandon raced the 850, which is this quad sitting here at Mason-Dixon, and did not like it at all. Not that it was an 850. Something with the suspension, something's bound up. Still haven't figured that out, to be honest with you. This is the new, we're waiting on the shots to come back for that. This is now the this is the green machine. I haven't caught you guys up in a while. So this is the green machine with the 850 plastics on there. Still got the pink on there from where Miss Kyla ran with the wheel cover. But this is a Can-Am Renegade 1000 that we got, and Kyla ran it. I think it was at Georgia, I think it was. But now we've turned it in. These are the plastics off the 850 from last season. So not sure. Brandon's getting ready to do some test and tuning tomorrow, and out at the property. So oh, I was wanting to show you something real quick. So this is our project for tonight. We got some new GBC Dirt Commanders. So those things really ought to grip really good at snowshoe. So excited to get those. We actually got a pallet of those in finally. So we want to thank the guys from GBC, putting them on the Kaiser wheels. The machine is running here. This is my Bobcat. Got to go change the bucket, fit the forks on there, because the way that we do them is we don't have a tire machine here, so we press them on and off. They are tire spines in these tires here. These are the tires and wheels that we got with the new quad sitting in there. So we got to remove these obviously and put our GBC Dirt Commanders on there. So we sort of do this redneck way of doing it here. It works really well. Just got to be extremely careful. We don't have access to a press and, you know, this, that, and the other. So I'm gonna get a little bit of video of you guys me showing you how to do that. But these are the new GBC Dirt Commanders that we're going to be putting on here. So I'm gonna walk over here and catch up with Brandon right quick. We got Miss Kyla. Miss Kyla just got off work. Got some big things planned for her. Just got to get after it. So Brandon, you want to take a minute and we'll talk about a little bit about the Mason-Dixon. Really didn't get the chance to talk to you after the race, and I got a couple of viewers that are wanting to know your input on, now you ran the 850 in one round after you've been running the 1000 for a little while, and you know, compare the two bikes. Although really didn't give the 850 a good shake because of it didn't handle very well, and it wasn't the 850 per se. But can you give some insight on horsepower and some of the things that you noticed by following a really fast 1000?
Yeah, so obviously I've been running the 1000 all year. Really just hopped on the 850 for the Mason-Dixon round. Didn't really ride it all that much. Rode it probably 15-20 minutes out here. Just a quick little session just to make sure everything was good on it, because it was sort of a last minute decision. Didn't really have parts to fix this one yet. Just didn't end up playing out right. So we decided to throw the 850 together, new shocks. So stuff I haven't really tested before. And obviously there is a pretty significant power difference, in my opinion, between the 850 and the 1000. Not that it's crazy big up north in the tight woods, but when we do get out to some of those the faster wide open sections, I could definitely feel the difference. Because a 1000, I'd say I'm pretty decent in the fields and stuff like that. When you're running with some 1000s they know how to ride a four-wheeler, it's very hard to keep up with them in the 850. You lose a little bit of time. But in the woods, I think they're equally the same. Every now and again when we're going up a hill or something, I could definitely feel the 1000 would be necessary or needed. But in my opinion, they're both about equal. Unfortunately, the 850 just did not handle worth a darn for me at the Mason-Dixon round. But I think it's sort of whatever that you get a good deal on it, in my opinion. Both of them are really good machines. They both work really well. If I ever did build a new one and had a preference and had a choice of an 850 or 1000, it would be a 1000.
So let's catch them up a little bit. So the Mason-Dixon didn't go very well at all. The bike did not start, although this is a couple of little things that we seem to leave off. We did not have a 24-volt starting system on that. Ran out of time, ran out of wire, or actually the crimps is what we is out of.
Yep.
So we decided that let's roll with it. Let's go. Well, that didn't help.
Normally starts up.
Normally it
quick.
starts up really good. Problem
Without
is
the 24, but for some reason
it did not start.
Did not start.
Last off the line in a really good stack group. So anyway, and then of course when you spot, you know, several of those fast guys, all those positions, and they get in the lead on the first 3 corners, it's gonna be a long day. There's no way you're catching them. You can't let those guys have that much time. So we will definitely be, if we will definitely have the 24-volt system, or at least have the quad starting better. We don't know what happened. That quad had a brand new battery and everything in it, right, Brandon?
Normally, I mean, the bike, even right now, you can probably go over there and start right up. Even without the 24.
It just did not start on the line.
For some reason, on the line, it hesitated, and that's all it took.
Yeah, and now for the first couple laps, you and Hayden Nicholson, you guys, he got a bad start also.
We moved through the pack
y'all started in the back. He was back there with you, and you guys marched your way up through there and got into 3rd and 4th, and you were running with him the first couple laps, and then it quickly went downhill after that.
Yeah.
So what happened was the quad just, we think it's got a broken shock or a blown out shock that's caused it to just dip really hard.
Not sure exactly what was going on, but it was, when I would go into a corner, the bike would really just push, wouldn't stay where I wanted the bike to stay. It threw my shoulder into a few trees, just all around. It just wasn't, the bike wasn't where it needed to be.
Almost like there wasn't a right front attached to it. Yeah. Almost, you know what I mean? So you had to go in the corner and it just lay over, and then so anyway, it wasn't like that early on. It's something happened during the middle of the race. We just don't know, and we haven't ridden that bike in quite some time. So I'm not sure if some of that was some of it. We just don't know yet. So all right. So the attention tonight is on this 1000 here. This is the quad that you've been running all season. This is the quad that you broke the left front axle is on the start a couple races ago. So we've had 3 bad races, so to speak, that we'd like to get back on the podium. So. And that's our goal at Snowshoe. But this quad, we're gonna put some new shoes on it, new tires. Yeah. Do some, it looks like you're swapping some suspension. You're gonna go test ride this thing tomorrow?
Yeah. Changed the front axles in it a couple days ago, and I mean, it's really all it needed. Deciding to just switch it up, do another suspension change, and see where we end up with that. I mean, I think we're gonna, hopefully it goes really well. We'll see. I think it will, and obviously get new tires on. We've been needing some new tires, so luckily we'll have those around for Snowshoe and the remaining rest of the season. So we're good on tires, and we should go good. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and finish up what you're doing here. I'm gonna get the forks on the Bobcat, and we'll get those tires changed. So. Yeah, so we're looking to regroup a little bit. We just got behind the last couple of 3 races and just fluke stuff. We had a battery, we've had an axle, and then we've had a shock or something we don't know on this bike over here. So don't really know what we're going to do, but anyway, Brandon's we're ready to rebound at Snowshoe and put it back where we need to be, and the tires are going to help. So we want to thank those guys at GBC for coming through on the tires. I know things has been really hard to get, and you know, quantities has been terrible and that kind of stuff, but listen, they finally come through and we got some tires. So we got a lot of tire changing to do, so tonight is no different. We're going to put these tires on there, and then he's going to go try to test this thing tomorrow, obviously down here in the sand. So but anyway, just at least get it together, and still haven't decided which quad he's going to race at Snowshoe. We haven't give up on the 850 yet. But he's also been working on this 1000 over here. He really likes that quad. That's the quad we built over the winter, and he really likes it. So, all right, let me set this thing down. Let me go get these forks on this machine. I'll show you how we, redneck style, how we change tires here.
If you guys need any Bobcat work done, that's the man to call.
this one's got a little more swing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'd go for the screwdriver and do something there. Like, CST tires off of there, and those are good tires, but anyway, we got them off of there, and we got them over here. You guys just saw how we did it with the machine. It's not certainly not the best way to do it, but that's the way we've been doing it, and everything's been fine. We haven't torn nothing up yet, right, Brandon? Out of all the sets we did. But anyway, these things are a devil, and as you can see, we're all hot and sweaty and all that stuff, and of course it's hot down here too. But anyway, so you can see Kyla's here. We got the wheels all, Brandon's already cleaned all the rings and everything up, put anti-seize on the screws. You can see it's on Miss Kyla's finger there. So yeah. Just got her nails all done last week. Yep. And but anyway, she's a trooper. But anyway, putting all these in there, and this one Brandon's already got done here, so you can see all everything's already on here, and then we just air them up, and pretty much it. So these are the newest set of wheels that we have here, and with some good tire spines as you guys saw, and then brand new GBC Commander. So anyway, hopefully this will make for some better traction on this thing right here this week, or next weekend. So what do you think, Brandon?
A lot of work.
We got a lot of sets to do. We got a lot of catching up to do, right?
Got 3 more.
So yeah. So yeah, a lot of work to do. We still got to do actually every one of the sets that's on here, we need to go ahead and pull them off. I think this is the best set of tires that we had, and these are the ones that Brandon ran at Mason-Dixon, and even those aren't the best. I think he's been running those most of the season. These are pretty much used up. These are the ones that we've been using down here in the sand, as you guys can see here. And then the one on the green machine, these are the wheels that Brandon doesn't like as much. You can see they're a little bit skinnier, that make the tire profile a little different. These are the wheels that we are going to be putting different hats on, the inserts in the back, to widen this wheel out a little bit. The front side's not going to change. Well, you can't really see it there. The front side's not going to change. It's going to look continually like this, okay, because I think they're called like a zero offset, because the newer quads are a little wider. But the dish that's inside is going to go in a little bit and widen the tire out. So we're going to swap those out. I think a couple of videos ago I showed you guys the dish that we've got to put on there. So that'll be coming up before too long. The other important thing too is these things got a inverted valve stem, so you got to line all this stuff up. I'll show you over here. Let's see, one of these, hard to even see. There it is right there. So we actually have to take a special little valve stem extender thing to screw down in there, so we can put air in it and release air. All right, so we're standing here with Miss Kyla and Mr. Brandon. We've got the tires all done. There's one of them laying up there. There's the other 3 there. And how long did it take us, Brandon? Couple hours, maybe?
2-3 hours.
2 hours. And Miss Kyla helped too. Miss Kyla's got some anti-seize up on her forehead up there. So you saw what she was doing. She was anti-seizing these bolts here. These go in aluminum, so we always try to anti-seize them. So, but anyway, I'm ready to go in. You don't have the shocks for this thing. yet to put on there. So you got to put the shocks on there. And got obviously put the tires on there. And Brandon's getting off at, I think, noon tomorrow, Brandon. And you're going to come home and prep that four-wheeler so you can go ride tomorrow afternoon with some of the youth riders and Terry's bunch and all that kind of stuff. Miss Kyla is not going to be riding. She's tired. She's yawning over here. You see that?
Yep.
Miss Kyla's been working a lot of hours. I don't know how many, but a lot. And so anyway, and she don't have a four-wheeler yet.
Nope.
Not yet.
Nope.
After snowshoe, I guess vacation's over and got to get after it, right?
Vacation's been over for me.
Vacation's been over.
For real.
So Kyla's ready to get back after it. She's probably going to do some of the races after the summer break. Anyway, just ran into some problems and just life happened, right?
Pretty much, yep.
You know, working like crazy. She got a new job here a month or two ago and been doing a lot of work. But anyway, so Brandon, anything you want them to know? You were ready to rock out? Decided to get back on the track after the last three races. They've been sucky, to be honest with you.
The last three races just put me out of it. It sucks.
Well, we're not out of it yet, but it really sucks after being on the podium every single race prior to that.
Yeah,
just seems like
issue,
something.
It's not like it's not like we're not prepping. I mean, we're putting in the time. We're doing a lot of work, and it sucks to have mechanical bike not handled. Just little stuff that makes a big difference.
And you know, people and most people understand this, but the level that you're racing at and the speed that you're racing at, you can't give anything. Yeah. Because once you give a little bit, it's a minute a lap, and it's everything. So it's tough to run
when you have just a little issue during the race. I mean, that's all it takes to be first to fourth. I mean, it don't take much. No,
it's crazy how tight, you know, the top four riders are. You know, especially the top four riders here. We got a bunch of good riders, but the top four seem to be, the quickest riders there toward the end of the race. You know, but anyway, but got some young guns coming on, some young guys coming on that are really putting forth some effort, and we see some progress coming on. So the class is really healthy, and we just got to get back on track. And like I said, it's not lack of prep. It's just, God dang it, just stupid little things has happened and just kept us out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, an axle, still don't know how that happened. Battery took a dump on us. And then this last race, we have no clue what happened. We prepped the best we could with that thing, and that's all we had. And
it's crazy because it's almost identical to what we ran
everything's
all of last
same.
year.
Everything's the same. So. In fact, it had us questioning a couple of things like, what the hell, do we do something different, or do we do anything different? But we want to stay on the same course, so, you know, our program's good. We just had some things happen, and just got to get better. I don't know. Yeah. But so Brandon's going to go out and try to ride a little bit, and I think we're all going to go in. It's what do you think the temperature is down here right now? It's hot.
I think tomorrow's supposed to be like 101.
Yeah,
it's going to feel like 108.
It's hot. It's hot across the country, I know, but golly, in Florida it's hot. It's 9 o'clock down here, and we're all sitting out here in the shop sweating. And
it's probably freaking 80, 90 right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's got to be 80 or 85 at least. But we do have air conditioning on the way, so that's going to be exciting news. I have purchased the air condition for the shop here. We're just going to air condition this half a side here. And we're just waiting on the AC guy to get here and to install it for us. So that'll help us so we can work out here and a little bit more comfortable and all that kind of stuff. But it is hot, and the darn gnats are about to carry us out of here. When it gets hot and humid like this, it did rain a little bit, not here, but it did rain all around us today, and it's got everything just really hot and humid. So anyway, we're gonna wrap everything up and go get cleaned up and get inside and get to bed so we can get to work in the morning and get back after this again tomorrow. So what's so funny? Look at these guys. Y'all laughing again? What's going on?
Brandon's
always
making faces at
always behind my back, see? So all right, let me stand over here because they're gonna make fun of me. So as always, guys, we appreciate the questions and the comments, and you know, you watching our videos, and we appreciate all that. And hey, listen, Brandon's gonna go out tomorrow night and test, and I'll give you guys a report. Maybe we can get him. I'm not gonna go with him tomorrow. Got work to do. Brandon's gonna get off early. He's got to finish up the quad, and he's going to go out and help some of our youth riders tomorrow, and he's also going to put some laps, a few laps in on the Can-Am Renegade. But I've got to work, so I will not be there I might be able to get him to take a camera, maybe he can put a camera on the front of the quad, and you know, who knows, might be able to talk him into that. But I'll let you know how here in the next couple of days how things went out there at the test. And so we're excited to get back to the racetrack and get back on track. And you know, it's been tough. The last, you know, month and a half, 6 weeks has been bad, but anyway, we'll get back after it. All right, guys, as always, appreciate it. Thank you.